Good afternoon, South Williamsport. Today is May 21st. I'm Alyssa Mahansky.
And I'm Rachel Unks, and SWTV News starts now.
In case you've missed any of our broadcasts, you can go to www.youtube.com/SWTV News to watch them. Let's get today started with some history. Today's clip was produced by Alex Seacrest and Kyle Derwachter.
Today is May 21st, and this is a Today in History. In 1881, the American Red Cross was established by Clara Barton. In 1901, the first speed limit law was enacted. It was 12 miles per hour in the country and 8 miles per hour in the city. In 1908, the first horror movie premieres in Chicago. It was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. In 1952, Mr. T is born. In 1956, the U.S. drops the first hydrogen bomb from a B-52 Stratofortress. In 1961, Freedom Rides sparked Montgomery riots. In 1991, Gandhi is assassinated by a suicide bombing. And today is National Strawberries and Cream Day. That's it for Today in History. Now back to you guys.
As you all know, PSAs are a major part of our broadcasts. They emphasize the importance of sensitive issues. This week's PSA is about puppy mills and the mistreat that goes on at one. Taryn Scarborough and Tessa Sutton have the story.
This is Tessa and Taryn with Puppy Mills. Puppy Mills, a place in horrid condition reserved for mass breeding of dogs with no concern for the puppy's health. 6 to 8 million puppies are killed in puppy mills annually, and that's just from behavior issues and lack of food. Female dogs are bred as soon as they go into heat, and every time after that until they are no longer capable of carrying puppies. This is about 5 years of age when they are killed, often by bashing in the head with a heavy rock or given to labs so people can experiment on them. Dogs from puppy mills never actually touch the ground or grass, so where do they play? The answer is they don't. They are stuck in cages with multiple dogs whom they often fight with. Many dogs lose legs because they get caught in the wire bottoms of the cage while trying to escape. The limbs get amputated from the puppies struggling.
Speaking of wire bottoms, many dogs cook on the wires in the summer from the intense heat and the freeze in the winter, because puppy mills lack air conditioning and heat for the winter months. The worst part, there are over 4,000 legal breeding kennels. Many states have puppy mills because of the Amish. The Amish don't think of dogs as pets, they just try to profit from selling them. These are horrible conditions for puppies to grow up in. Puppy mills need to be stopped. There are many ways you can contribute. Now back to you guys.
Seniors, Mrs. Carell just received a new scholarship. It is a Williamsport Crosscutters Scholarship. Pick up your application and guidance if you have a GPA of 85% or better. You have to be involved in extracurricular activities and partake in community service projects. Finally, you must have been to at least one Cutters game. The deadline is June 30th, but get one ASAP.
Attention 7th and 8th graders. Junior High Student Council is holding Movie Under the Stars this Friday night in the upstairs courtyard next to the library. Show up to see which movie received the most votes in last week's survey. The movie will begin at 8 o'clock and admission is free. Popcorn and soda will be sold for 50 cents each. Hope to see you there.
Are you ready to find out who is South's best dance crew? A competition deciding who the best dance crew is will be held on May 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. The competition is available for all grades 7 through 12. Sign up in the cafeteria starting on Monday. It's $2 per person to enter and $1 to watch. Speaking of dancing, how was your prom, Rachel?
It was pretty great. My date had a pretty decked out Superfly wheelchair that he came in. How was your date?
Pretty good. We went to Brewster's before the prom and then went right to there.
Well, that's good. The weather was pretty nice too. And speaking of that, this weekend isn't looking as nice. The weather is looking pretty depressing actually. Today, the high is 83 degrees with tonight's low being 57, but tomorrow is looking pretty wet. It will be mostly cloudy with rain showers and a high of 75 and a low of 57. Today doesn't look much better, or Sunday doesn't look much better either. Clouds and rain and only a high of 75.
Well, since I don't want to be wet all weekend, I'll make sure I stay inside or use a poncho.
That sounds good, Alyssa. Well, for SWTV News, have a great weekend.